Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Easterseals Storytime. Easterseals is a disability company throughout the state of Florida. We span the lifespan of services, working with outreach, education, and advocacy. In Tampa specifically, we have a special needs child development center that focuses on all kinds of disabilities, from autism to developmental delays and medical fragile children as well. One of our goals is to increase language and literacy skills and assist families in doing that in preparation for kindergarten readiness and continuing education beyond. We are excited to be partnering with USF Service Corps to bring a reading program to you virtually. So at this time, I'd like to introduce Ellen, who coordinates the volunteers for USF Service Corps. Ellen?
Thank you so much. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Great. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to partner with Easterseals. Basically, the idea of the Service Corps, of the USF Health Service Corps, is that when wonderful community partners like Easterseals are looking for superb volunteers, then they can come to us as the USF Health Service Corps, and in my role as coordinator, I can provide them with our outstanding students who can contribute to their activities. So in the past, we of course did everything in person. So, and in the future, we hope to get back to doing everything in person, whereby our students can come and read to the children at the wonderful Easterseals centers and learning centers and facilities. In the meantime, since we can't do this in person, we're just doing everything virtually. So we have a lot of excited, wonderful USF students who are going to be reading books tonight virtually via Zoom. And then the wonderful families with Easterseals and families in the community will be able to listen to these stories that our USF students are reading. So it should be fun. And tonight, our theme is our January book theme is staying warm and healthy during the winter. And so we have a number of wonderful students tonight, and we have 5 books that will be read by 5 groups of students. And the other beauty of the Service Corps, the USF Health Service Corps, is our students from USF Health and other programs can volunteer together. That's one of the great beauties of our program. So we have students today from the nursing program, from the Judy Genshaft Honors College, from the College of Medicine, and the College of Public Health. So thank you, students. And what we'll do is I'll introduce each group, and then they'll read their books. And again, thank you so much to Jen with Easterseals for inviting us, and thank you to our students. So our first group tonight is a lovely pair of young ladies, Ashley and Angesa, and they're going to get started with their book, Why Should I Eat Well? And if you can also introduce yourselves and your interests, that would be great too. Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Angesa, and some of my interests are drawing, arts, and cooking.
Oh, and also if you can also explain students what your future profession interest will be too.
Right now, I'm a biomedical sciences major, and I hope to be an oncologist one day.
Hi there, my name is Ashley. I am a nurse and I'm in the doctorate program. I'm going to be a nurse anesthetist. My other hobbies include yoga, spending time with family and friends, and my dogs. All right, so we are going to read Why Should I Eat Well?
Okay.
Perfect.
Why? Okay, I guess I'll go first. Why should I eat well? Why should I eat well? Written by Claire. Okay. Rachel and I love eating. There's fresh milk and there's chicken. We make every meal a feast. Sweet grapes, tasty lettuce. Before I met Rachel, I didn't eat like I do now. Fatty burgers, fatty french fries, hot cheese pizza. I always ate the same kinds of food. There's some cupcakes and soda and cookies. Everyone eats food like this sometimes because it smells so good. It tastes sweet and is always easy to find. People try to interest me in other kinds of food. They try to make me eat well. My dad tried. Eat all your vegetables, Monica. The lunch lady tried. Some fruit salad, dear? No thanks, a chocolate pudding, please. And so did Grandpa and my mom. Pizza and fries, please. Would you like to try something else, dear? And then the girl wants a big burger, please, but the mom insists on a sandwich. But then a new girl came to our school. Hi, I'm Rachel. Hello, I'm Monica. At lunchtime, she chose the salad. I always try to eat well, don't you? She asked. Eat well? Why should I eat well? Okay.
Rachel told me that eating well means eating lots of different foods. She said, guess what will happen if you have lots of sugary drinks? And there she is with all the sugar and treats. You'll get pimples and your teeth will decay. Then she said, and what do you think will happen if you never eat fresh fruit or vegetables? And she's there with kind of all of them starting to rot, it looks like. You'll catch every cough and cold. And she said, what if you eat fatty foods all your life? What do you think will happen to you then? She's on a pile of what looks like pizza there and burgers. She said, you'll gain weight, you won't be fit, and who knows, you might even get sick. Not feeling too good there. I don't want to end up like that. So now I eat as well as Rachel. Good food gives us everything we need to grow and be healthy. Good food helps us to have energy and zing and to have clear skin and shiny hair. It means that my meals are more exciting now. And she says, I'll have the tomato salad, the chicken, and the fresh pineapple, please. I really enjoy eating this way. She says, I'll have the tuna and lettuce sandwich, please. And I can still have a treat now and then. So she still enjoys treats every once in a while. And then just kind of goes over some notes about healthy eating. And that's the end.
Thank you so much. That was definitely a great book to share about how we can stay healthy in the winter. And also think about the summer by enjoying the summer vegetables and fruits. So thank you both so much. So now our next story for this evening will be read by Nick and Fair in the College of Medicine and Shizabam with the Honors College. And we'll hand it over to you. And then if you can each tell us about your interest and pronounce your names correctly, please forgive me. That will be wonderful. Thank you so much.
Okay, hi, I'm Nick. I'm a first-year student at the College of Medicine. Don't know what I want to do, and I really like running and swimming and just being outside.
My name is Fair. I'm also a first-year medical student. I also don't know what I want to do yet. I enjoy cooking and hanging out with my animals at home.
Hi, my name is Chizobam, but I go by Chizzy. I'm a biomedical sciences major with a minor in psych, and my hobbies are reading novels and writing. And I hope to be a medical doctor someday, maybe OBGYN.
And I think I can share the video. Oh, that's not right. Sorry. There we go. Okay. Do you guys want to divide it up? Just one of us do 1 minute and, like that.
That works.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'll go first. Watch Me Throw the Ball by Mo Willems. Sorry. There we go. All right, so watch me throw the ball. La la la, a ball. You found my ball. This is your ball? Yes, I threw it from way over there. You threw this ball from way over there? I am very good at throwing. Wow. May I throw your ball? You want to throw my ball? Yes. Do you know the secret to throwing? Sure. Have fun. Fun? Throwing this ball is not easy. It takes skill and practice. It takes skill, it takes practice. It takes skill and practice. I worked very hard to learn how to throw a ball. And I'll let someone else sub in.
I can go next.
Okay.
Very hard. Got it. May I try now? Yes, maybe one day you can throw like me, but stand back. The pig is throwing. Fling. Plop. Well, how about that? I threw the ball so far you cannot even see it. Woo, woo. Rocks, big rocks. Call me super big. Wait, someone else can go.
Is the third person ready?
Need to throw a ball? Here's the pig to call. Piggy, you mean super pig, right? Super pig, I can see your ball. Back here. Do you know what this means? I threw the ball all the way around the world. The pig does it again. Super pig is really neat. Super pig cannot be beat. Piggy, you did not throw the ball around the world. The ball flew behind you and you fit and fell here. And that is not very far, not very far at all. You are right, Gerald. I did not really throw the ball very far, but I had fun. La la la. Fling. Woo woo, yes, I rock. That is the end of the story.
How do I screen share? There we go. Sorry about that.
Thank you. Well, um, how many of our students from USF like to play ball and like to play sports outside? Let's all raise our hands if you like to play outside. I know that Nick said he does. Great. And what kind of sports do our USF students like to do? Because, and then I have an idea. Maybe our students can share what kind of sports they like to do, and also share why it's healthy to exercise and do these sports. So, does anyone from USF want to say what types of sports you like to do?
Yeah, I like to play badminton. I think it's important to exercise because it really helps your mood and your work along, and it also makes sure that you're nice and healthy. And yeah, that's why I like to do what I like to do.
Great. Who else would like to share what they like to do?
I like to play volleyball, and I think that's really good because it helps keep you healthy, but it also helps you learn how to work as a team together.
Who else likes to do? Does anyone like to run?
Yeah, I love running.
I like to run. Do any of the kids, and then for any of the families who are listening to this presentation, maybe you can ask your kids if they like to run. And the nice thing about running or walking is that it's free. You don't have to go to a gym. You can walk where you live. You can walk in a city, in a park. You can even walk in an apartment building, run up and down the stairs in an apartment building, and it's free. Does anyone like to swim?
I also love swimming.
Great. And does anyone like to bicycle?
I like to bike to class.
Great. Okay, well, it sounds like we have a lot of healthy students. And again, let's continue to be healthy, and families, let's continue to encourage our kids to be involved with physical activity. And you can also do physical activity even in wheelchairs, and swimming is a great thing to do for people of all abilities. So thank you all for encouraging the families to get involved with physical fitness. You did a great job. And now our next book is going to be, oh, this is one of my favorites, The Very Hungry Caterpillar. And I'm going to let our students share their names because I don't want to make a mistake. Thank you. So why don't you, our medical students, get started?
All right. So my name is Snow Lee. I'm a first-year medical student at the USF School of Medicine. I really like to play badminton, as I mentioned before, and I also like to play the flute and do a little bit of writing. Rude?
Yeah, hi, my name is Rude. I'm also a first-year medical student. And for hobbies, I like to play tennis and also play video games sometimes with friends.
All right, so I'm going to share the screen and start reading. Can everybody see this? All right. So this is The Very Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Clark. In the light on the moon, a little egg lay on a leaf. One Sunday morning, the warm sun came up, and pop, out of the egg came a tiny and very hungry caterpillar. Sunlight is always very good to get. He started to look for some food. On Monday, he ate through one apple, but he was still hungry. On Tuesday, he ate through 2 pears, but he was still hungry. On Wednesday, he ate through 3 plums, but he was still hungry. On Thursday, he ate through 4 strawberries, yet he was still hungry. On Friday, he ate through 5 oranges, but he was still hungry. On Saturday, he ate through 1 piece of chocolate cake, 1 ice cream cone, 1 pickle, 1 slice of Swiss cheese, 1 slice of salami, 1 lollipop, 1 piece of cherry pie, 1 sausage, 1 cupcake, and 1 slice of watermelon. That night, he had a stomachache. That's right, our little caterpillar was eating healthy before. The next day was Sunday again. The caterpillar ate through 1 nice green leaf, and after that, he felt much better. Rude, would you like to take the next page?
Yeah, but now he wasn't hungry anymore, and he wasn't a little caterpillar anymore. He was a big, fat caterpillar. He built a small house around himself called a cocoon, and he stayed inside for more than 2 weeks. Then he nibbled a hole in the cocoon, pushed his way out, and he was a beautiful butterfly. Yay. The end.
And that's it for us. Thank you guys very much.
Thank you. And why did you select that story? We're just curious, what is it that appealed to you from that story as very busy, hardworking medical students? What made that appeal to you?
I think a lot of times for us, it's hard for us to always keep a nice diet. So, I do my best every day to eat healthy day after day, but sometimes, it just slips up after a test. You get busy, you like to eat all the nice little treats that you can find. But it's always nice to remember that, you have to do your best and to stay on and eat healthy. And one day, hopefully, we'll graduate and become beautiful butterflies.
Oh, I think that's great. That's great. And it will be in 3.5 years that you'll be on the way, that you'll be flying off to your residencies. And we know that you'll be great physicians. So thank you. And now our next group of students are from the Public Health Scholars Group. And Sola and Joanne and Kelly are going to read us a book together. And why don't you all get started and introduce yourselves? And if you can also share with us about your Health Scholars Program in the College of Public Health, that'd be cool too. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Chamtu Kelly, and I'm a 3rd-year student at USF majoring in biomedical sciences and public health. And this is actually my first year in the Health Scholars Program. So far it's great. There are lots of volunteering opportunities and career visits opportunities. And so it's been great so far, and I can't wait to go through the next semester.
Hi everyone, so my name is Shala. I'm a junior as well in public health scholars, and yes, What do I like to do? I don't know. I love reading. I love reading books as long as it's not school books. Forgive me, but school book is a bore to some extent. Yes. And yeah, that's me.
And I'm Jo. I'm also in the Public Health Scholars. I'm a junior at USF. And I really like to skateboard and play volleyball and read. Yeah. Are you guys ready to start the book?
Yes, I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. Okay. Alrighty.
The Good Egg.
Wait, Joanne, can you still see the screen?
Yes. Are you gonna play?
I was just gonna pause it on each page so you can have a chance to read it.
Okay, cool. The inside cover says, "I've always been a very good egg. I bet you're wondering, how good can one egg be? Well, I'll water your plants, I'll change your tires, I'll even paint your house. If you need any help whatsoever, I'm your egg. Yep, I'm a very good egg, indeed. But what if being too good goes wrong?" Oh, hello. I was just rescuing this cat. Know why? Because I'm a good egg, a very good egg.
It's true. I do all kinds of good things. Like I'll carry your groceries, I'll water your plants, I'll change your tires, I'll paint your house. If you need any help whatsoever, I am your egg.
Always been a good egg. It's been this way from the start. Even in my earliest days, back at the store, there were a dozen of us living together under one recycled roof. There was Meg and Peg and Greg and Clegg and Sheld and Shelly
Okay.
and Sheldon and Shelby and Albert and Frank and the other Frank.
The other 11 eggs weren't on their best behavior. They weren't exactly good. They ignored their bedtime. They only ate sugary cereal. They threw tantrums. They cried for no reason. They broke their stuff on purpose.
Meanwhile, I try to take charge. I try to fix their bad behavior. I try to keep the peace because I was a good egg, a very good egg.
Nobody seemed to care, though. Every night I was exhausted. My head felt scrambled. Then one fateful morning, I noticed some cracks in my shell. They were everywhere.
My doctor said it was from all the pressure I was putting on myself. The pressure of making sure everybody was as good as me. I was cracking up, literally. Something had to change. I'd had enough.
I told Meg and Peg and Greg and Clegg and Ellie and Sheldon and Shelby and Egbert and Frank and the other Frank I was leaving. I can't be the only good egg in a bad carton. I said, blah, blah, blah. They replied, I left that night.
I wandered from town to town. The hours became days, and the days became weeks. I lost track of time. I was alone. Out there on the road, under the stars, I really tried to focus on myself and what I needed.
I took walks. I read books. I floated in the river. I wrote in my journal. I found simple moments to be quiet. I breathed in. I breathed out. I even started painting.
For once, I found time for me. And guess what? Little by little, the cracks in my shell started to heal. My head no longer felt scrambled.
I started to feel like myself again.
So I've made a big decision. I'm returning to my old carton and my friends. Besides, I'm kind of lonely out here. This time, I know what I need to do, so I'll try not to worry so much. I'll be good to my fellow eggs while also being good to myself.
Here we go. Everybody missed me. I missed them too. Hello, Meg. Howdy, Peg. Hey, Greg. Greetings, Clegg. What's up, Shell? Aloha, Shelly. Heyo, Sheldon. Hi, Shelby. Good day, Egbert. What's happening, Frank? Howdy, you, other Frank.
Sure, every once in a while, somebody's still a little bit bad, but it's not like before. Here's what I realized: the other eggs are imperfect, and I don't have to be either. I'm okay with that.
Yep, the whole carton is back together. We're a solid dozen again. It's good to be home. The end.
Thank you all.
That was a great story. And what did our public health scholars like about that book? Why did you select that book?
I really like the storyline of the book. Taking like it also like portrayed like the importance of like mental health as well, and taking time to become better if you feel like you're down in certain days.
Great, thank you. And since you are public health scholars, can you tell everybody and the parents and the kids what public health is all about and why mental health is also part of public health?
Well, public health deals with like the population as a whole. So basically looking at everyone, not just individuals. And so that public mental health is very important as well, just because public health deals with, tackling problems and finding solutions. And so individuals that might deal with mental health are also having to sorry, having their public health can help them find solutions that can help with their conditions.
Great. Did you have anything else that you might like to add or tell us about the Public Health Scholars Program, Joe and Sola?
So in public health, we're focusing on the population. And like with the whole COVID, sometimes we feel isolated from people, and we forget we have to take care of ourselves. So with this story, we see that it's very important to take care of ourselves no matter what. I mean, you're gonna be stressed out, you're gonna have a lot of things to do, but you come first at some point.
That's great. And Joe, did you have anything else that you wanted to share?
Yeah, just make sure that if you're doing school with public health and mental health, we want to make sure that you're feeling happy, you're having a good life, you're not feeling depressed or anxious. So if you're taking that time for yourself, then you won't feel that way. And getting good exercise and eating right, those things also can really help you with your mental health and your physical health.
Great. So, and this again helps our Easterseals families because it's important as families that even if our kids are doing e-learning from home, we at the university, we're all doing e-learning from home or e-work from home. It's important for that we don't always have to be perfect and we don't always have to get the perfect grade. Um, and it is okay to take time to take a break from all of our schoolwork and to run around the backyard or to go for a run or to go for a walk. So that may be helpful to our Easterseals families too. And it's fun to get out together as a family to do walks. So I think we thank you. I think we have one more group, and that will be yes, Sienna and Dow, and they're going to read a great story, and they are medical students. Thank you.
Hello. Dow actually couldn't be here tonight, but I did bring two other friends.
Great.
Yes, Christina and Gian, they're on the call.
Great. Thank you.
So I'm
That's
Sienna.
what teamwork's about.
Yes. So I'm Sienna. I'm a second year medical student at USF.
Hi, I'm Christina. I'm also a second year medical student at USF.
My name is Gian. I am also a second year medical student at USF.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Okay, can you guys see that? Okay. So the book we're going to be reading is called You, Me, and Empathy by Jayneen Sanders, illustrated by Sofia Cardosa. When I was a baby, I really was small, while everyone else seemed incredibly tall. But as I grew older, I started to see that people are people, just like me. Sometimes I'm happy, and sometimes I'm sad. Sometimes I'm worried, and sometimes I'm mad. We all have feelings, you have them too. And sometimes I feel just exactly like you. When my mother was sick with a tummy bug, I knew that she needed a big snuggly hug. I rubbed her back and patted her hand and said, "I'm so sorry, I do understand." For once I was sick with a terrible flu. I sneezed and I spluttered, but what could I do? My mother said softly while patting my hand, "My dearest of dears, I do understand." That's when she gave me a big snuggly hug, and I instantly knew I was humongously loved. My mother was kind and caring to me, exactly the same as how we should be.
When my brother fell over and hurt his knee, he cried in front of me. I helped him up and said, "There, there," and sat him down on the kitchen chair. For once when I slipped and cut my knee, my brother was there to care for me. He held my hand and said, "There, there," and sat me down on the kitchen chair. One day in the park, a girl was pushed over, knocked to the ground by a dog called Rover. I knew his name because, you see, Rover the dog did the same thing to me. The poor little girl sat still on the ground, not a sob, not a whimper, not one little sound. Then, all of a sudden, she started to cry. Perhaps I could help. It was worth a try. "There, there," I said, as I patted her arm. "Rover the dog didn't mean any harm. He's just being playful, so try not to fuss. He just doesn't notice small people like us." One day at school while having fun, I saw a boy alone in the sun. No one came over and said, "Let's play." I could see he was sad. He was not okay. So I left my friends and over I ran, and I asked if he'd like to play in the sand. His smile was huge, enormous and wide. It gave me a warm, fuzzy feeling inside. When I started school, I too sat alone. I had no one to play with. I longed to go home. Then a girl called Abby ran over to me and asked me to play near the old oak tree. We gathered some acorns for finger hats and swung from the branches like acrobats. We played for ages, and from that day, friends forever, we always say.
Yesterday at the big green slide, I saw a child run away and hide. "Come back," said her dad. "Just give it a try. This slide is not so terribly high." So up she climbed to the very top. "Slide down," he said. "I'll help you to stop." But there she sat and there she stayed, wanting to move, but too afraid. I knew just how this girl was feeling, worried and scared. Her head was reeling. For when I was little, I sat at the top, terrified that I wouldn't stop. "You can do this," is what I said. "You're braver than you think. It's all in your head. The more and more brave things you do, the easier it becomes for you." "I am really brave," the girl shouted, and whoosh! Before we knew it, she was on the ground. There's one more story I'd like to share about a bully who never played fair. He pushed children over, was mean and unkind. He made us feel sad, so deep down inside. But one day at school, I saw a strange thing. The bully was bullied and pushed off a swing. He was sad, he was crying as he walked away, so I followed and asked him, "Are you okay?" His eyes were watery, his nose was red. He looked at me, these words he said: "I was mean to the children, it just wasn't right. I know how they feel now, I've had a big fright. Kind and caring is how we should be. I know this because a bully bullied me." So as I am growing taller each day, I'm learning so much in so many ways. I'm learning that we should try to be kind, helpful, and caring all of the time. Our world is so special, we all need to care about one another and the earth we share. People together from far and wide, we're all on this planet, we're on the same side. And they're gardening. So when someone's hurt or worried or sad, remember those feelings I'm sure you've had. Say kindly with care, "I understand. I do, because sometimes I feel just exactly like you." And that's the end of the book.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
That was a beautiful story. And why did you decide to select it as second-year medical students?
We picked it because we just thought it's really important to understand that, you know, other people are just like you, and it's important to help everyone and to try to understand everyone's situation because you've probably gone through something similar.
That's great. And that's why I think you will all be great medical students. And that's why I think you're going to all be great nursing students and public health experts and biomedical scientists. So we thank you. We thank our USF students so much for sharing the stories this evening. And Ms. Sifferman, did you want to wrap things up and tell people how they can view these great stories that are, how they can view the recordings?
Hi, yes. First of all, thank you very much to Ellen and the USF Service Corps. Those readings and selections for stories were excellent. There were several of my favorites in there, as well as several new ones that I hadn't heard of that are now on our list to purchase. So thank you very much for sharing those with us this evening. We will be posting this recording on our social media page, Easterseals Florida on Facebook. We also will be posting a link on our website to our YouTube channel, which is Easterseals Florida as well. So I just want to again thank everyone for their participation and working with us on this project. We appreciate all of your support.
Thank you, everyone.